We're heading over to our buddy Lance's place. He has Lucky Dog Bus here in Nashville. If you've been a viewer for a while on our channel, you know Lance. We have a saying around here, hey Lance, that means whatever's we're getting ready to get into is getting ready to get really expensive. But Lance has a bunch of vintage buses that are used for kind of like party buses, but they're more elaborate than that. It's something different. These executive coaches that he's got, they're all built by a company called Custom Coach. Back in the day, they were the big thing. So we're gonna do some tours of his facility and his buses here real quick. Cool place, Lance.
Praise the Lord. No, but somebody was in here. They were checking out my trash. And you, 3 weeks getting this off the ground.
Yeah.
3 different trips. Very much the favorite, you know, when it goes out in the town, so to speak. Jimmy replaced a lot of the roof panels. The whole center section was rotten, if you remember.
Yeah.
Floor was gone.
Those stupid vents.
Yep.
This is a different configuration back here. What have you done here?
There were 2 barrel chairs here. You saw them in another room. We took this all apart and scrubbed it with a toothbrush. The vents that went down the engine didn't have any seal on it, so this was all black with soot. Jennifer saw that and she was like, no. I mean, we scrubbed it. I mean,
Yeah.
you can see the soot here on the bottom.
Yep.
And every single channel. She wanted this thing looking good. And there's a company called Jennifer's been telling me for about 2 years to put the QR codes on it. We put the QR codes on 2 weeks ago. We had that first weekend we had 700 hits. So people are seeing them in the city, and it doesn't, you know, it says that.
Yeah.
But they're taking, you know, if you think about that tonight at the game, watch what people do. They're taking pictures of everything. Yep. And now I've got them, so I can market it to you. So once they click on that, you can retarget them. So now I'm showing up in their feeds, and but still the #1 problem is what is inside of this.
Yeah.
They don't know. The idea of an executive coach doesn't.
This is beautiful.
Very popular at the weddings.
This is beautiful. This was a McDonald's bus?
McDonald's executive, yep. Bathrooms we're looking at.
The last door on the left? I'll let you go. Sorry.
So I've gone through everywhere. I put review stickers asking for reviews, and every once in a while you see a bigger sticker that, you know, entice them to go to the website, learn more about it. Because a lot of times it's a single pair, so maybe the father of the bride or whoever's throwing the party that night. The other people, they just know it's a cool bus. I want them to know
Who it is.
what it is and that there's more of them. I've never seen this clean, so that's what she looked like clean. So Wendy's had that, you know. A franchisee owner had that in a warehouse in Pittsburgh, and they tried to sell it to me, and then I didn't buy it. I couldn't. And then Jay bought it, and he's like, "You would be done. I'm proud. This is the nicest one you have." So you'll see when you come in, I've replaced all of the incandescents on the right side with LED, and the left side I'm waiting for an order yet.
No. Okay. Nice. Now, what do you call this one?
This is Big Mac. This is the one you did 3 engines on. I just rebuilt the wiper systems on, so I haven't put the covers back on. But this was meant to be the first replacement to the 2 older ones.
Yeah, this is the one that Brandon's grandfather was one of the mechanics that died before the work got done on it.
Come on, get it open. You want a light, Scott?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's
a casino. Everybody loves this stuff, though.
Is this the one that he had all the printers in it?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's in very nice shape.
Yeah, this is the fun. It has the Mr. Coffee in the back, and in this coach, absolutely everything works too. Everybody's amazed with these. I learned from Jay that this weighs about 300 pounds. It's one piece. It takes 3 men to take it down. And the reason why is, Kelly, look underneath. Look underneath it up. I will never send this into service with that.
Yeah.
So remember how I always talked on Miss Bud? I'm like, why don't they put a piece of plexiglass under here so no one's fiddling with it? Well, they did, but not on the top. So there's 40 years of bugs. And Jennifer's like, nope, I don't want that. And I'm with her. I don't want somebody looking up and seeing that.
Yes.
To Michael Delegati as a gift on the 10-year anniversary of the Big Mac. Delegati's nickname was Mac, Big Mac. And he said, hey, why don't we add a second bun and second patty, or a third bun. And so I have all the letters that were written about this, the original invoices, the original drawings and sketches. 40 pounds of documentation on this bus.
Wow.
It's the entire life of service records up until the guy that you were working with started working on it. And I'll show you some stuff I did in the engine bay on this. So
Yeah, this is the one that has the McDonald's logos on the gauges and stuff. Do all yours have that, or no?
Took them.
Oh.
Jay took them. He took the steering wheel that was.
All right.
So Scott and I, this is actually the second bus I bought. For those of you thinking about buying a bus, I paid $3,000 for this bus. Scott and I think, worked 2 weeks on it. We went 1 week, we came back a second time. It was buried. We did go through this and I think we did everything running gear, because I'd never had a big bus like this. So everything we had some problems up front with power steering and stuff. We found a shop, which, by the way, that guy is now friends with me. He came to Nashville a couple weeks before. The old guy died. The old guy who ran the shop, and his grandson owns it now. Anyway, this, at the time, I was told, was the most expensive coach that custom coach had ever built. It was built under contract for Greyhound. Now, Lance, all buses, and they're all Greyhounds, right? Yes, they were, but this one was built as a shell, delivered as a shell to custom coach, and was built to be taken to Washington, D.C. to lobby Congress for freight routes. In the mid-70s, Greyhound was in trouble because Eastern Airlines and Southwest Airlines had popped up, and that's how people were starting to move around the country. They lobbied Washington to, Scott's probably seen a few of these. We saw one a few years ago when we rescued Iron Man. They started building a freight door with an elevator on the side of these, and they went to Congress to lobby that they could use their coaches to haul U.S. mail. So they could palletize mail, load it at the back, and slide it up the front. And so what made this bus so unique is the entire interior was suede. And for those who've ever had a suede jacket, Kelly, you're in the background there. If you have a suede jacket, do you wear it in the rain or wetness? No. So what's the purpose for a suede jacket, right? So they built an entire bus out of suede. So later on, I found this folded in the back. It was just one of the covers. Oh. But here's what it became. Yeah. It just turned to rock. So Jimmy Terrell, who used to own Triple T Coach, one of the original bus converters in Nashville. Why don't you take that with you? Can you do that? Yeah. We stripped this entire bus all the way to the bones, all the way to the shell, and we came back and we chose all these new fabrics and leathers, and we redid it. And so that's one of the original couches out of it. These are out of Bill Clinton's 90-something re-election bus. They have been sanitized, it's okay. So Jimmy, this was gonna be the ultimate kick-ass party bus, so we designed it. Orca is based in Nashville, so we wanted to get with them and have drop-in coolers with tops and promote their brand. We like the dinettes. If you can see above you, I dropped in a lot of air conditioners and vents. At the time, I didn't know how to fix. I was told that you could never fix an over-the-road AC on an MCI. Couldn't be further from the truth. They're very simple. My friend Joe Diffie and I, this concept where you're standing here, they originally were dinettes and stuff. Joe died during COVID, of course. We became friends. He's a client of mine. We designed this bus with the idea, we call this the dance floor, and the idea would be that, like the Bluebird Cafe, artists might perform on here, and as part of a booking or something like that, which I'm going to tell you more about offline. The original bar and everything, Jimmy got all packed right before he died. I was able to put up. I got that mounted back up. Some of the stuff isn't set yet. Trash goes to the floor. Notice the same for Micah.
Yeah.
So I really like that white. And Jennifer and I found this. We really thought this matched nice. So this probably is. We think this is going to be our nicest coach when it's done. It's got the that's the tile. We call it our Nashville Star.
Yeah, I like that.
And one of my favorite features of this custom coach did this is they had these rails everywhere.
To hold everything on there. Yeah.
This bus also has the double. A lot of you guys watching this, you'll see a lot of posts about this trim. Where can I find it? I probably got enough on here for 50 of you because they double trimmed everything. I mean, it's just I still got to drop in where I want to put the. If I even want to put a sink, people don't seem to use it. I might put it back here, a sink or something like that. And then this one just goes so deep. Has 3 air conditioners. I was like, why are there 3 air conditioners? Well, these were the incandescent Hollywood lights, 64 of them.
So
Tremendous
put a lot
amount
of heat.
So that will be changed to LED. But some new paint on this. These lights are really cool because it has the 110 lighting, and then they wired it. There's a bulb, but it's the bulb has 3 tines on it. One is 12 volt, one is 24 volt, and one is ground. So the switch up front, when it's 24 volts full brightness, when at 12 it's at half, so it's kind of like a built-in dimmer. And then all the AC 110 is dimmable. Kelly, this had a curly.
Well, he's got a bunch of really cool buses that are available to rent. Not all of them are in the fleet yet. So obviously, some of them are still projects that they're working on. But he's got quite the thing going on here. If you're looking for a cool bus, a cool way to get around Nashville or Tennessee for different events, this is definitely the way to go.
Up the holler through the trees, and from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run.